we here? Alrighty. Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. It has been a while since we had a stream, ever since I changed the channel. This channel is technically, about Cleveland, Ohio, and areas around Cleveland, Ohio, which we did have some storms yesterday. I did not make a video because I have been having some, kind of health issues, I guess. But I'm back. Have not been uploading, but we have a moderate risk of severe weather, which is a 4 to 5 risk of severe weather. If I can do this correctly. Yep. But yeah, we have a 4 out of 5 risk of severe weather. This is, it's called moderate risk. This is areas for like Nashville, Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee, Hopkinsville, Kentucky. What's this? Paducah, Kentucky. Where else is this? Cape, Grid. I'm gonna say that is in Illinois. Nope, that's in Missouri. Just east of Springfield, Missouri, just south of Jefferson City, Missouri. West Plains, Poplar Bluff, Dexter, Sykton, Fredericktown. And then after that, we have a huge enhanced risk for even more areas, and then a slight risk and a marginal risk. Cleveland, we're kind of outside the general thunderstorm risk. That is that. And this extends all the way to Boston. We have some severe storms already coming up near Springfield. Just north of Springfield. I don't know what state that is. It's west of Boston. Oh, we have a new tornado warning. And, we're just going to dive into that radar coverage. So, before we do that, actually, here's our hail risk. So, we have a 45% hail risk that is hatched, which means that the hail, everywhere you see like little hash marks, that means everywhere in that area has a chance of seeing hail up to 2 to 4 inches. Then here's your wind threat. The wind is going to be the biggest threat. The wind threat is moderate driven. So the reason why we have a moderate risk is because of the wind. You'd think we'd have a moderate tornado threat. It's loading. It's fine. We don't need it. Anyways, let's go into the radar coverage. If you'll let me. That new tornado warning was for south of Clarksville. Just literally south of Clarksville, Tennessee. And yeah, that is a hook. You can see that this can produce a tornado by 2 ways. One, if my pencil thing will load. But that's great. That's great. It's frozen. Technical issues. We love technical issues. Okay, I'm getting RadarOmega back up. There we go. See the velocities on that, and yeah, definitely. We definitely, 1 second, we definitely.
Your mom's trying to get a hold of you, Charlie.
Some technical issues with radar. We may have to switch radars. But yeah, velocities are showing it. Storm relatives not really showing, but the velocities are still there. And quarter size hail is expected with this tornado. Let's see if it'll let me draw. Okay, good. Finally, it'll let me draw. Let me at least draw something. So we have our storm over here. It's our storm, but we like you can see like a little hook forming. That's how you know when there's a strong rotation, possibly rotation to the ground. What we do have to worry is the southeast of Clarksville, because you can see, once again, the storm. I can see just a little bit of what could be a hook. All right. Look out for those sixes, those little number sixes. Let's go to the south of St. Louis, where our most action is right now. And yeah, we can see here that I'm gonna draw it for you. We have your storm, and there's your six. Over here, here's your storm, and here's your six, right? Velocities, that's pretty strong, and these are both very strong. If you look at storm relative, they're both there. I think the one near Farmington might be our strongest one yet. Is this observed? No, but ping pong ball size hail for the one in Farmington, Missouri. And golf ball size hail. Golf ball size hail for the one in near just north of Chester, Illinois. Golf ball size hail. This is this rotation just past Old Kashika and Fort Gage. It's crossing the road right now. It is going to be going towards Diamond Cross, Illinois. Please expect some golf ball size hail. Well, actually, no, you expect a tornado, but it looks like Ellis Grove, Root, and Collins expect that, what was it? That golf ball sized hail. We still have a tornado warning. For over here, just west of Charlotte. North Carolina. The velocities on that are increasing. You can see it. The velocities over here. The storm relative. Yeah. Looks like it's trying to re-ramp up. Trying to I think, hook handoff maybe soon. If it is, then Shelby, please be prepared. We have news. We have thunderstorm warning. Quarter size hail coming to you in Woodruff, and Evansville, South Carolina. And we have a tornado warning, Oklahoma. Tornado warning, Oklahoma. We have we have two supercells behind it. You can see once again, this is about to have a 6 on it, and this is gonna have this already has a 6 on it. Let's see the rotation on that. That's gonna, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty strong. If this continues, this is going to directly impact Miami, and if it keeps going, we might have to start talking about Joplin, Missouri. Miami, Oklahoma, please be prepared. And potentially Joplin, Missouri, please be prepared. Back to our south of Clarksville storm. We can see it. You can see it's still trying to do something. It still has that bean shape, but we want to have a bean shape with a 6 on it. The way to track supercells is when they first pop up, and they're strong when they look like a bean. But this one over here kind of has a bean, but we're waiting for this bean to have a little 6 on it. But it's trying to have a 6 on it. Yeah, it certainly is trying. This is a pretty populated area. Rotation doesn't look as strong, but no matter what, you still need to get in your safe spot. Because please expect quarter-size hail with this. And this could drop any second, really, but the rotation is kind of dying off, thankfully. See, here's just west of Pleasant View. See this bean? That's a bean. And you can see right here, we can kind of see this bean kind of have just a little bit of a 6 on it. It has a little bit of a curl. It has like a C right now. It kind of has like a that kind of a C. We're waiting for it to just become a 6. This storm over here, it's still going. It looks like we may have a little bit of a rear flank problem. Because it looks like the rear flank, which is supposed to look like that, and then your inflow looks like that to make that hook. It looks like there is some weird things going on because now we have our bean, but now we have a backward 6, kind of like an E. Now an E. These are not really prone to produce. The E's are not really prone to produce tornadoes. But they still can, so if we do see this full-fledged E movement, it would still more than likely warrant a tornado warning, which I think we may see that that E actually come together. Right now, this is really just bringing some strong winds. There's not really a lot of rotation that we have to talk about. Oh, look at that. South of Murray, Kentucky, going into Pryor, Tennessee. Look at that. We had a bean shape. Look at that. Look at that bean. See the bean, and look at its 6. Look at it. Look at its C. Your bean, and look at its half C. We're waiting for this half C to kind of become a 6. So we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that to do something. Okay, tennis ball size hail going into Stellyville, and a possible tornado with that storm. This is definitely the strongest storm. The rotation, there's 2 rotating parts of the storm, right here and over here. So there's 2 rotating parts of the storm. About to go in between Chester. I wonder if Connor has something on that. No.
Chonker of a storm.
So we have a okay. This radar actually sucks. Bro, okay, Connor. We have to reset it. I'm sorry, we are having so much technical issues. Anyway, yeah, strong rotation just north of Chester going into Steelville. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. So this is going to be a strong storm bringing 70-mile-an-hour winds and golf ball size hail with a potential tornado for it. This is for Duquan, Ava, Vergennes, Ikeville, Dwell, Pinkyville, and Terramona. Please expect some 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, golf ball size hail, I think, and possibly a tornado with that. We have lime-sized, what's that? We have this storm over here going into Steelville. Had lime-sized hail. That's 2-inch diameter here, lime-sized. We're definitely updating that. And where is this at? No. We're definitely updating this. Steelville, Illinois, lime-sized hail with a tornado. Again, Steelville, Illinois, please expect lime-sized hail and a tornado. We currently have a considerable flash flood warning that is about to expire in 7 minutes. Velocities, we definitely see the strongest rotation. The rotation is right here, and it literally is going to the general direction of Steelville and Cutler, Illinois. It's not what I wanted to do. And so just north of Nashville, and we tornado possible storm, and we can see once again. See the bean, and that bean has a C on it as an official C. So we have to watch out going towards Hendersonville, Tennessee. We could get a tornado there, and it does not even stop there. That south of Clarksville storm. Once again, we have your huge supercell, and there's, once again, your C. So both of these storms have a C on it. So please, if you live in the northern parts of Tennessee, you need to be prepared. Yeah, look at that. It grew. Storm, and look at that, your C. We're getting ready to have an official Q on it, or official 6 on that. For Fredina in Shady Grove, Tennessee, the rotation, not really there, but it's still wrapping up. So I don't know. This tornado possible storm still looks good, but it does look like the rotation is kind of dying on this one. But it's kind of breaking apart, but it still does have almost a Q. This one, I think, is going to be the biggest one. This might go towards Springfield, Tennessee. I'm worried about this one. This one looks good. You can see your base curved. You can see your C, and it's almost there. It's almost to a 6. We get scared when it's a 6. The National Weather Service will more than likely allow this storm to expire because there's not enough strong rotation on it. But we will see. Okay. And this just got upgraded to a tornado possible. So the rotation has died, but here the rotation is going to come back up because look, here we go. Curved. And now we officially have a 6. We have a 6, everybody. This storm is 6. We have a 6. What does that mean? This means when we see tornadoes, or we see discrete supercells like this, we look for a 6. Their hook to look like a 6. And look at that, our hook now has a 6 on it. We're using the closest radar to it, by the way, which is pretty close. It's like, I think it's like right here. But it did get upgraded to tornado possible. And the thing is, here we go. It's gonna get upgraded to a tornado warning again because the rotation is now back. The rotation is back, so we should expect a tornado warning with this. This is about to go into Shady Grove. Yeah, we're seeing this grow even more. So you have a storm. Then you have your 6. It almost looks like this is a very strong 6, y'all. I could have drawn that better. So if I want to know where this is going, if you look at its path, it's more than you can see the storm kind of carved out a path for it. It kind of carved out a path for it. So if I live anywhere here in this red box, not this red box, but the one I drew, that is the projected path of where this tornado may go. I definitely think this should get upgraded. But we will see. Over here, south of Greenville, Kentucky, we could already see a massive hail core, half-dollar-sized hail, falling over here, going towards Wells, Belton, and Beachmont, just south of Greenville. We could already see a bean. I have a bean. It's beaning out. It's beaning out. Let's see the update. This is very strong. It's so strong. It doesn't even look like a 6. It looks like a big dot. So this is so strong where it looks like it's still connected with this kind of maybe just a bit heavy rain, but it looks like it's separated. That's because you need winds to make it to where you need winds. If let's say there was like a normal 6, which there is, but let's say there was like a classic 6 right here. You need winds to go inside there, and we can see. And it looks like a broken up 6, right? It really looks like a broken up 6. Like a curved line and a circle next to it. It looks like that because we have full 360 winds around it. We have full 360 inflow winds. Every angle of these winds are going into the storm. This is strong, so technically, we could see potentially 2 of them. We have one rotational spot right here. We could see another one if it wants to do it again. But as of right now, it is technically still connected. We'll have to wait for the next radar scan to confirm that. Check velocities on that. Let's see the velocities. There. It's still kind of there. It's still just showing barely. It is showing just barely. But I do not think there is a tornado on the ground yet. We'll have to wait for the next radar scan to actually confirm this. Okay, so the newest radar scan. Alright, it is show. Okay, I see what's happening. It's kind of messing up a bit. So it does look like we may have another curl. We have a curl 6, a curl 6. So a curl 6 is strong. When we get a curl, we have a 6 that can produce potentially a big tornado, but when we have a curl 6, that can produce more than likely big tornadoes. So we will have to watch that one, just in case, or could just produce a regular tornado or just not produce at all. Well, here we go. Well, yeah. So this kind of the newest scan kind of ruined my explanation for this. Okay, let me explain. Let me go back. So we kind of saw this rotation. This curl 6 technically could mean it could get stronger, but once we saw that curl 6 happening, we saw that E. Remember that E? That means it was trying to form at least something on the backside of it, which means it was trying to get stronger. But now with that newest radar scan, we can confirm that I think that curl stopped because the rotation. So the rotation in Shady Grove has completely stopped, but I think it may go back because now we just have a C again. Square one because we have a C again. But it does look like we do have a remnants of what could be an E. But I think that will go away in the next scan as well. North of Oak Grove. The tail end may hit northern parts of Oak Grove. You can see the bean. And this bean kinda has a little bit of a tail trying to form. We will see if this bean kind of goes like this a little bit, then that's when we'll consider the rotation. Alright, so this is actually going north. Alright, Oak Grove, you're good. It still has a bean, but it does look like it may have curved when it went north just a little bit. We're still going to have to watch that one. Oh yeah, look at here. Okay, it looks like we may be back again with a little bit of a C formation. This one does not look like it's tornadic, really. The tornado possibilities on this are slowly going down because it may split. Let's see another tornado warning. Come on, give me a tornado warning. Here's the one with our lime-sized hail. This is the one on your top right of your screen with the lime-sized hail. This still looks very powerful. We still have some strong rotation. Steelville is about to get hit by this, then Percy. Both of them have populations in it, so you can definitely see your storm, and here's your hook. There's your 6, by the way. This is going to go in this general area. This may directly impact Steelville. And this is still producing lime-sized hail. So Steelville, on your top right of your screen, that's where our strongest storm is. Lime-sized hail. Lime-sized hail. And tornado. We still have a tornado warning in Oklahoma. Let's see that. So it does look, yeah. Looks like we have 3 pockets, potentially. We have a pocket right here. We could have a pocket right here. And we could have a pocket right here. So we could have 3 pockets of rotation. Because I think that will wear off because these storms are colliding into each other. So they're kind of going linear a bit. The tornado threat is still there, and it actually is technically a bit high. But if they were more discrete, if they were more like separating the street, then they would definitely be very high for a tornado risk. But they still are. They are still technically in a good, favorable environment. At 3 so a train of severe storms with rotation. So if I live like south of Joplin, in this vicinity over here, you're gonna expect some high winds, definitely a lot of hail. I think your hail's the main factor here, but potentially 3 chances of seeing a tornado. All right. This one in Charlotte, it's still going. It doesn't really look like there's anything. If anything, it looks like there's a bookend hook echo. All right. So, oh, and this was up to, so if you live in Charlotte, you have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're in Charlotte or areas in and around Charlotte in the Charlotte metro, please expect half dollar sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. There is still a tornado warning. Let's see here. It does look like we have some rotation still south of High Shoals. This is in North Carolina. Still there, but there could be potentially what it could be, since this line is technically going linear, a potential for some rotation of a bookend tornado. What a bookend tornado is when you have kind of storms bowing out. Like this is it looks like a bow echo. So what a bookend what a bookend storm is, it is basically when if you are in like a bath or in like a pool and you use like with your hands, you like move the water like back and forth, and it kind of creates like a whirlpool. That's what a bookend hook echo is. That's what, because the atmosphere. That's what the atmosphere is doing. If this storm was like the water, the atmosphere is kind of doing that on the backside of the storm. Definitely 70-mile-an-hour winds, because you can look at, because since the storm is bowing out, huge winds right now going towards Gastonia. And if I were to assume, yeah. The tornado warning was allowed to expire. And we only have one tornado warning with ping pong ball size hail, and that is our Oklahoma storm, which is about to expire in 14 minutes. So all eyes are on Oklahoma right now. So once again, a train of supercells, and there's even more supercells forming in the south side of it. This considerable storm for Afton, Oklahoma. You can definitely see it's kind of congealing into the storm. It is semi-discrete, so it does have some power. It does look like we could see once again, that those beans, those kind of curved lines happening. This is dangerous. This is actually pretty dangerous. We're in Joplin, near airs south of Joplin. This is a dangerous situation. Now, I like doing this. I wonder if my prediction was correct. So this is my forecast I make, my tornado outlook. They have been accurate in the past. I just want to see. Oh wow. That I don't even have a low risk for it. Well, you can't blame me, because 16Z, the model run wasn't even showing supercells over there, so it was close though. It was close. I'll be honest, but technically, I wonder where. I was correct about these storms, though. Well, at least for I was correct about these for putting that marginal, slight, and enhanced risks. Yeah, I was completely wrong about that. We have a new tornado warning for that Clarksville storm. We were talking about this, so it looks like it did decrease, but it looks like it's back. That is some strong rotation, everybody. Turnersville. You can see right here we have that little hook. This is directly impacted. This is about to directly impact Turnersville, Tennessee. This is going to go to Springfield, Tennessee, everybody. Springfield, Tennessee, north of Nashville. Pretty populated. This tornado, and it's on the ground, by the way. This storm is going to bring quarter-size hail, and this tornado on the ground is about to hit Turnersville, and it is going to go into Springfield, Tennessee. This is what we have our eyes on now. Now, I know we're focusing on that because that is definitely the one that we have to watch out for. But south of Clarksville, you can see, once again, like I've been saying, the beans The beans can kind of see this bean kind of looks like it may form little seeds. We have to worry about this one too for Cunningham, Tennessee. This one near Cunningham, Tennessee can do the exact same thing to the Turnerville and Springfield tornado. Exact same thing. We're going to see this next radar scan. Yeah, it's still there. We can see it. Honestly, it may have just missed Turnersville. I think... it missed Turnersville. I think it just missed Turnersville. But it's going to go into Cleveland and Springfield, Tennessee. This is a tornado on the ground. How fast is it moving? In 15 minutes, Mount Denson and Springfield are about to get impacted or possibly directly impacted by a tornado. All right, that's in 15 minutes. Both towns combined have 18,000 people. So 18,000 people, 241 people combined with both towns are at risk for experiencing or getting hit by a tornado. So they both towns have 15 minutes to either get my stream out or get any kind of warning out, but they have 15 minutes to prepare, do whatever you need to do, get underground, get into shelter, get into a storm cellar. If you can't go in a basement, go to the lowest floor of a building, and the most interior room with a mattress over your head, a bike helmet, whatever you can do to survive. All right. In Mount Denson, in both towns, you now have 14 minutes. Still plenty enough time. Or not plenty. You know what? Not plenty enough time, but a good amount of time. There is enough time. Not plenty amount, but there is good enough time for these 18,241 people to get underground. Okay, Mount Denson, 13 minutes. Springfield, so if you know anybody who lives in Mount Denson or Springfield, please let them know about this. If you want to, when they're finished preparing, send them this video, and I'll have the radar showed up for them. This is still pretty good. It's still on its way. Okay, there is other tornado warnings going on, but this is currently our most significant because it's actually on the ground. But expect ping pong ball sized hail It's only radar indicated for Ottawa, Oklahoma. We're currently watching the one that's about to impact Springfield in Robertson, Tennessee, and Montgomery, Tennessee, with quarter-size hail. And there is also a radar indicated tornado warning, which means it's not on the ground yet, but in Newton, Missouri. Expect golf ball size hail. So for Ottawa, Oklahoma, Newton, Missouri, it is currently not on the ground, but since it is tornado warning, any second for Ottawa, Oklahoma, and Newton, Missouri, could drop a tornado. So radar indicated or not, there at least could be a tornado. But there is one right now with quarter-size hail in Robertson, Tennessee, and Montgomery, Tennessee. There is 30 severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm not going through all those. You gotta be kidding me. Some of them are. I'm gonna only read off the considerable ones, because the considerable ones are the most. They're stronger than the severe thunderstorm. So if you live in Spartanburg, South Carolina, expect a 1.75 inch in diameter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, strong thunderstorm. If you live in Hickory, Missouri, St. Clair, Missouri, or Benton, Missouri, expect 2-inch diameter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's a severe thunderstorm warning. But we are still watching from Mount Denton in Springfield in 11 minutes, which is still you're running out of time here. This is right on my track right now. Now we have 10 minutes. So now in Mount Denton and Springfield, 10 more minutes. For this current tornado on the ground to impact. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into correlation coefficient. I want to see if there's any debris. Could possibly. We could potentially have some debris right here. So this could be potentially debris. In the middle of this, there could be debris. So we may possibly have a debris signature on radar. Now they have 9 minutes. So Springfield, Mount Denton, population of 18,241. They have 9 minutes to get underground. Now the tornado is technically right on this. If you see the blue polygon, if you see that little line in the middle, the tornado is currently on that track right now. If it continues to go on my track, it is still going to hit Denton, and it is still going to hit the northern parts of Springfield, Tennessee. Golf ball sized hail. It's still on my track line. This storm is still on my track line. Yeah, it's still on my track, everybody. Yeah, still on my track, everybody. Now we have 8 minutes. If you are not in this tornado warning, there is still one more tornado warning. That is radar indicated, which means it is not on the ground. Please expect golf ball size hail in Newton, Missouri. Radar indicated, which means it is currently not on the ground. Currently not on the ground. But at any second, it could drop one. Currently, right now, we currently have a tornado current. I keep saying currently. As of right now, we currently have an ongoing tornado. Outside this tornado, we have a golf ball size hail for Robinson, Tennessee. Mount Denson and Springfield, 7 minutes to prepare. We're not really looking at severe thunderstorm warnings, but we do have a few considerable. So I'm going to read off the considerable ones because they are the strongest in severe thunderstorms. So if you live in Perry, Illinois, and Jackson, Illinois, you have a potential to see a tornado. Outside that tornado potential, ping pong ball size hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. For Robert, okay. If you live in Newton, Missouri, Ottawa, Missouri, Oklahoma, Jasper, Missouri, and Cherokee, Kansas, sorry. Expect your potentials. The warning is for there is a possibility that you can see a tornado. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. If you live in Mecklenburg, North Carolina, Gaston, North Carolina, New York, South Carolina, Carabosse, North Carolina, Lincoln, North Carolina, Lancaster, South Carolina, Cleveland, North Carolina, and Charlotte, South Carolina. Your threats is possibly a tornado, dollar size hail, half dollar size hail, and 70-mile-an-hour winds. We currently have a tornado warning. We currently have a tornado going on right now. The rotation looks weaker, but it is still. It could definitely still be on the ground. And if it is, in 5 minutes, Mount Denton and Springfield are going to get impacted by this. There is a good possibility. A great possibility, yeah. That's headed for Springfield. Okay, it's no longer on my track line. But I do think that there is still a tornado warning right now. And it does look like it's just below my track line. It is just below my track line. So if you see everywhere, that blue polygon, if you see that little line in between that goes from Turnersville to northern Springfield, the tornado is just below that, and it's going to kind of follow the track. The track is going northeast, so it's going to like ride along that track, but just below it. That means it is currently going to go towards downtown Springfield in 4 minutes. Also in Mount Denson in 4 minutes. 18,241 people are currently at risk getting hit by this tornado. The best thing that we can hope for is that it makes a huge left turn and it goes either above or well above that once again the initial track line where it would go into rural areas. Okay, we have the last we have the last 3 minutes. Mount Denson and Springfield, you have 3 more minutes to prepare. Mount Denson and Delta Lake is going to get hit first, but both towns have 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Three more minutes. Okay, if you're under a tornado warning, if you live in Newton, Missouri, that is a radar indicated in golf ball size hail. There's currently not a tornado on that, but at any second, they could drop. A new tornado warning has been issued for Jackson, Illinois. If you live in Jackson, Illinois, hail is lower than 75 inches. 0.75 inches, 0.75 inches. That's very low hail, and it is radar indicated for Jackson, Illinois. But it does not mean that there will not be a tornado. That could still drop a tornado at any second. This rotation does look like it's going to be weakening. But if there is still a tornado, know that there is the weakest rotation that there could be. Is going to impact Springfield. Personally, I don't think it is very broad rotation. It's broad rotation. Technically, yes, in theory, since there is still just barely any rotation, technically there can be a tornado on the ground. If there is, both towns have less than 1 minute. I may have to update that. 30. Bruh. Okay. If you live in Mount Den, okay, that's gonna be okay. This has been updated, so be updated. So Springfield. Wait, sorry, that's wrong. Okay, everybody, it is now in the town of Springfield. This tornado, or possibly a tornado, which still holds very brief rotation, but if there is, it is in downtown Springfield. If there is a tornado, it has hit Springfield, which I think it has. So we could have just seen a tornado hit Springfield, Tennessee. I do think that it may have just, I do think that it may have lifted right here. I think it did lift just before it hit it, but the rotation is just barely gone. Even though it is barely gone in theory, any kind of rotation can see a tornado, so we still could. There still could be a tornado on the ground, honestly. To be fair, there still could be a tornado on the ground. Because it's still observed. But our hook is not even there. This one near Dover looks like it is about to do something. Dover, Tennessee. You can see this little curl. My bad. So once again, this may do this. This may do the same thing as this one did. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I will be right back. Sorry. All right. We are back. We're going to dive into the radar coverage. We currently have 2 tornado warnings right now. Let's see if any one of them has a one on the ground. The St. Louis one. This one is, we have a PDS tornado warning, everybody. We have a PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. A PDS tornado warning. So yeah, PDS tornado warning, which means that either means there's about to be, or there is currently a strong tornado on the ground as of right now. Here's your rotation. This might go into Marion. For the later, yeah, that is some strong rotationals. Yeah, this may go just north of Marion, possibly to Johnson City. That is you can see right here of Carbondale going into Heron. That has some rotational signatures on it. I would not be shocked if there were to be a tornado warning issued. It's not good. PDS tornado warning. Even though the tornado is big and dangerous, which is horrible, and the most leading factor about this storm. But if you're not in the PDS tornado warning, you're still going to get some significant severe weather with golf ball sized hail. Do I have lightning detection? There is my lightning detection. I'm glad I went to this one first. I'm going to check my chat since I haven't seen my chat at all. We have a person talking about Puerto Rico. Someone, hold on, let me copy this. But he's talking about Puerto Rico. Can you translate that for me? I need a translation. I cannot translate that at the moment. I did not pass Spanish class, so I know hola, so that's all I know. Please, Sir J, if you can translate that, that'd be amazing. Outside of this, these storms are just popping off. I know there's a PDS right now, but outside of this, this is our severe weather risk. We still have a moderate risk for severe weather. Pinpoint your state and look at it. here is bro. 1 second. Just wait 1 second. I can't talk about Puerto Rico right now. I'm sorry, I can't talk about Puerto Rico. Because this is about Cleveland, Ohio. Oh shoot, I just